Yo, what's going on, you guys? It's your boy Manu, and today I'll be doing a video discussing 5 people who could defeat Michael Jordan. Now, this is going to be a new series that I'm doing on my channel, where it's basically a 5 people who could defeat. I'm going to be picking different players. I'm going to be picking a whole bunch of different players throughout the years, and this is basically going to be me discussing 5 individual players who I think could beat this person. Now, this isn't going to be in any order. The number 1 through 5. I'm not saying that this is going to be like who I think could defeat them most, but whenever I'm going to be doing these type of videos, I'm going to be doing people who have some type of relevance to a certain player. And I know some people might be thinking, what do you mean by that? Basically, I'm not going to say somebody like, I don't know, if I do like, let's just say 5 people who could defeat LeBron, I'm not going to pick somebody like I can't even think. I'm basically not going to pick somebody who has like no relevance, like no connection to them whatsoever. So I'm going to try to keep these I'm going to keep these 5 people to somebody who actually kind of has like, I guess you could say, importance throughout the person's career or something. It's not going to be like 5 of the same people every single video. Like if I do a 5 people who could defeat Magic Johnson, I'm not going to pick like Kobe, LeBron, and MJ for like every single person. So yeah, 5 people who defeat Jordan. Let's not let the Jordan, like I know a lot of people, they're going to see the 6 rings. They're going to be like, yo, Jordan's untouchable. I'm talking about as an individual player. Let's try to be unbiased as possible. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, coming in at number 5, I'm going to have to say Charles Barkley. And I know that some people are going to be like, wait, but Jordan stopped him from getting rings. As an individual player, we saw Charles Barkley. He was a dominant force. Like, yo, he basically had the rules. He had one of the rules changed in the NBA from the whole backing down. Like, you can't have your back to the basket for more than a certain amount of time. So yeah, we know that Charles Barkley in his prime, him and Jordan went at it multiple times, and he was definitely on par with Jordan. Like, of course, I always think that Jordan, he was better than Charles Barkley, but he was somewhere close to Jordan's level. Like, he was around the level, and I do think that in a one-on-one in his prime, Charles Barkley, he could possibly beat him. Now, I'm not saying that he would beat him every single time, but let's just say that if they played like 10 games, I think that Barkley would be able to win some of those games. Coming in at number 4, I have to go with Larry Bird, and this is simply because earlier on when he was actually facing Jordan, he was knocking him out. Yes, now I know some people might say that this is the baby Jordan, but Larry Bird, before he actually got like the whole back injuries and all the stuff, and before he actually started deteriorating, he was kind of a Jordan kryptonite. Like him along with the Pistons, yeah, Larry Bird, I definitely do think that if him and Jordan went at it, he would have been able to defeat him. Now, there is the biggest thing where MJ ended up dropping 60 on him, and Larry Bird was like, yo, this guy's a god. So that is a huge praise from Larry Bird, but I do think that he would be one of the people that would be able to defeat him. Coming in at number 3 is Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, there is always going to be the speculation on whether or not he would have won the rings had Jordan not left the league. And then we also have an interview where Jordan was basically saying, yeah, this guy is a monster. Like Jordan himself, he was saying, yo, I don't even think that we could have beaten him. We would have had no answer for him. Now, me personally, even though Jordan did say this, I do think that it's kind of like, you know how players, like whenever they get into interviews, they usually won't say something like, oh no, we definitely going to beat this guy. Like there's a couple players that probably would have said something like, no, we could beat this guy, Russell Westbrook being one of them. But I think that Michael Jordan, he was kind of praising him a bit in an interview, because at that point they had already won 2 titles, and Hakeem, he was basically seen as a monster, and there was no denying that he was a great player. So I think that Jordan was kind of like giving him praise. However, if they did actually get into like an actual like situation where they played in the finals, I don't think that Jordan would have just admitted defeat. Like I don't think he would have just sat back and let him do his thing. So that whole interview thing, I take it both ways, but nonetheless, there will always be the discussion on whether or not he would have actually been able to get those rings. And a lot of people, they think that Hakeem, that he was better than Jordan during the time where they won the 2 titles. So that's why I definitely got to put him there at number 3 as a third person who could possibly beat Jordan. Coming at number two, yes, this is going to be a huge controversial, but LeBron James. Now, I know some people, they already want to take my head off, but just think about it. LeBron might just be the best overall player of all time. Now, I'm not saying the best like stat wise or anything, or like the best career or anything, but I'm talking about as a player. LeBron, he might just be one of the best players, if not the best player of all time. And I definitely do think that if you match him up one-on-one versus Jordan, let's be honest, it could go both ways. Like, you definitely got to say that LeBron, he does have a chance to beat Jordan if they did play one-on-one. Throw out the whole 3-5, throw out the whole he's not he doesn't take the last shot. I'm talking about just in a one-on-one game versus Michael Jordan. LeBron James definitely does have a chance. And coming at number one is Kobe. And the reason why I'm saying this is because Jordan, as you guys already know, the whole interview that he did when 2K11 was coming out, and the whole situation then where he was basically saying that the only person that could probably beat me would be Kobe, because he steals all of his moves. That is huge flatter, huge praise coming from the GOAT, saying that you had a chance to beat him. So yeah, I definitely do think that Kobe, that situation, yeah, you definitely got to have him as one of the main people who could possibly defeat Michael Jordan. But overall, tell me in the comment section down below, who do you guys think could beat Michael Jordan when it comes to the NBA? Do you guys think that Jordan is untouchable? Do you think that nobody can beat him? Me personally, I do think that he is. I think that Jordan is a GOAT, but I don't see him as some type of like untouchable person when it comes to basketball. And these are the 5 people who I think could defeat him. Comment what you guys see down below. Subscribe if you haven't. Peace out.